hottest music studios. Brought to you by Odds and Ends Smoke Shop. Locations in Delmar, Salisbury, and Seaford. See them for high-quality cannabis seeds from the Sin City Seed Company. And any of your smoking accessory, kratom, or CBD needs. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com.
All right, 8:51, 9 minutes away from 9. We have Jose Quinones in studio, Linda Vista Real Estate. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, again, people want to reach out to Linda Vista. They want more information. How can they do that?
302-313-1600. You can call or text 302-313-1600. And if you text, it was all a dream, then we know you calling from power.
All right, I like that. You got to. You have to text. It was all a dream.
That's right.
Very good. You guys have a workshop coming up on August the 17th.
Actually, we have something special that day. That day, we are blocking the whole day from 9 all the way to 6. At 4 o'clock, we got a workshop being hosted by Bethany Atkins. But prior to that, starting at 9 o'clock, every 45 minutes, I will have a lender with me, and we are meeting with families or anybody that's thinking about, hey, man, do I qualify for a loan? If you call us right now, we'll tell you what to bring. And on that day, you'll know where you stand.
Okay.
Oh,
No
that's
strings
amazing.
attached.
Nice.
On that day, you'll know where you at. So if you want to have a conversation on the phone with me prior to that day, hit me up. But on the 17th of August, I am blocking out the whole day. And this is just for power listeners, right? Anybody, because this is the only place that I'm going to advertise that at. So, whoa, that's real talk.
That's what's
real
up.
talk.
I like
That's real
it. I
talk,
like
right?
it.
Because you only got a day. So it's I just don't want to put it out anywhere else. Right here for our community, like hit us up. So on the 17th, it's a Saturday. Every 45 minutes, we'll spend 45 minutes with you reviewing everything and letting you know what's the next step. That simple. No
Nice.
strings attached.
Nice. So, what would you say to someone who is kind of unsure, doesn't really know that, if they're ready, or is kind of nervous about, coming
Understood.
to the workshop or getting information?
This is what I will tell you. I will tell you is that you know that deep down in your heart, this is what you want to do. Whether you want to do it now, or whether you say, hey, man, I'm still in school, but I know that I got about another year, I might as well wait. Why not? Does not cost you anything to sit down and have a conversation. So why not take the risk now? Because if you wait another year, then you start in then. Why not have the conversation now? And then if you still want to wait, at least you know what you're walking into. At least you know what you have to do to get there. Because we all got to start somewhere. And all I'm saying is you're doing it in a safe environment with someone that you've heard of, that this is what he does. At the end of the day, I don't have commission breath. So my goal is to help as many people as possible achieve this part of the American dream.
It's 2024, housing prices are up. It's no secret. They're higher than they were a few years back. People are, kind of scared, kind of nervous if they can afford certain homes that they need or want or whatever. Why is now the time to buy? Why is now the time to see where you're at to move forward?
That's a phenomenal
purchasing your home.
That's a phenomenal question. And I'll tell you this. The time is right now, like it was 3 years ago, like it was 30 years ago, like it was 50 years ago, and like it will be 100 years from now. It's where you at. You got to start somewhere. I'm not telling you buy a house now. Circumstances and yourself will tell you that. All I'm saying is you need to have the conversation now. So even if you'd have asked me that question 10 years ago, it would have still been the same answer. I don't,
Like it's always the right time to have that conversation.
There you go.
Right.
It might not be the right time to buy that house because of the reasons that you just said for that particular person.
Yeah.
However, no one knows what's coming around the corner. What can I pretty much guarantee you? Ain't nothing going to change between now and about another year.
Okay.
Facts. It's just looking back at history.
What's the market looking like now for people who don't know? People who are kind of clueless.
This is where we at. Inventory is low.
Okay.
And interest rates are higher than they were 2 years ago. Hey, Jose, our interest rate's going to come down. I don't know. They might, based on history, they will. But are they going to go down to where they were during COVID? I don't see that in my lifetime.
Remember, maybe not during COVID, but
prior to that,
are they the highest they've ever been?
No, man.
Yeah.
So if you,
please educate the people who say that they are, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you see what's going on now? They're the highest they've ever been.
I'll tell you this, right? And I know that I'm going ancient, but I was born there. You know, like in the 80s, you know, you had taxes 16%.
16%.
16%. 16, right? 15, 16, 18 in some cases.
Wow.
You know, a few years ago, depending on your credit score, and you want to buy a house and you are using hard money or you're using whatever kind of loans you're using, you might get a 9 or 10%. You know, so the goal is to right now sit down with somebody to understand where your credit is at, where your debt to income is at. You see, that's that financial literacy that we need to understand better, because that's where the game begins. So the higher my interest rate and the lower my debt to income, the better the possibilities for me to do buying a house. What the heck did you just say, Jose? Come meet with me on the 17th so you can find out.
It all, right?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Like, at the end of the day, if you need to buy a house, you need to buy a house. What you gonna do? Rent? And guess what? Rents are okay. Everybody knows this. Where rent prices at right now?
Crazy.
Where are rent prices right now?
Yep.
But everybody focusing on the mortgage. But where rent? So either you gonna buy or you gonna rent.
Is it easier to I feel like it could be easier to find a home to purchase than it is to find a rental nowadays. It seems like the rental market, I mean, it's like so hard to find somewhere that's affordable.
I'll tell you this. Families that meet with me, and once they get ready, what do I mean by that? You've met with a lender and you've done what you needed to do to put yourself in a position to be able to buy and take advantage of the different programs that they are throughout the states. They'll tell you themselves it's easier to buy. Because when you do the math, and right now people might throw different numbers. Yeah, but Jose, after you do the math on the mortgage, I'm taking a bigger risk. But remember, you buying a house for what? Long term. So you cannot tell me, unless you know that Jose, I'm only living here for about a year, man. Then I'm bouncing. I'm going to another state, or they are relocating me. Okay, then I'm not gonna argue against that. But if you say, "Nah, I'm here to stay," as far as I know, you know, I'll be at least another decade. Why not buy? So you gonna tell me if I put somebody's renting right now, starting right now, and somebody that just bought their house, and they both gonna be in that same house in 10 years, at the end of 10 years, financially, who's gonna be better off? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I was a gambling man, if you were gambling, where you gonna put your money?
Take the house.
So now, yes, it's easier to go get a rental, of course. But it's a no-brainer. Like,
Is it though? I mean, with the availability.
No, I'm talking about as far as you being ready.
Right. Oh, right.
Financially.
Right.
Okay, fine. I just stack up 2 months worth of rent and go get it. However, if I put 2 people in the starting line, and the person that's going to go get that mortgage took about another 3 months prior to that to get ready, tell me who's going to be in a better position. So all I'm saying, I'm not here to try to convince you. I'm just here to provide the facts, provide you the opportunity for you to make that decision instead of just shutting ourselves down right now. And I've had a young lady that heard me here and showed up. She said, Jose, right now, I've always lived in the trailer. My mama lived in the trailer, Jose. And ain't nothing wrong with trailers, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
But this was her goal. I want a house, Jose. I've been renting that trailer. I've been renting the trailer my mama rented. I want to start. Real talk. We've been working together now 4 months. She has about another 2 things that she needs to address. I just stopped. I'm not going to name the name of the store where she worked at. I walked in. This young lady jumped out the cashier, came over and said, yo, Jose, I'm coming to see you. You know, I just got 2 more things that I need to pay off. You see, that's what I'm talking about. No one said that this was going to be an overnight thing.
Yes.
Right.
No one said that. You know, it might take some of us a decade.
You don't find people like yourself that is, you know, like working with people like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people in the business who just are, you know, you're not ready, and then come to me when you're ready.
Understood.
You know,
but
like,
I'll tell you this. Man, I have a teacher's heart. I've always have. Anybody that's listening to my voice, I've been around now for about 30 years doing a lot of different things. And anybody that knows me knows that this is who I am. What you see is what you get. I have a desire. I found the vehicle. I said it was a blessing. It was luck, whatever you want to call it. I was at the right place at the right time with the desire and the determination to make it happen. And real estate changed my life. So now all I want to do is preach the gospel. I just want to run around and tell you it can be done.
Right.
Jose, but ain't no inventory yet. But are you ready to buy a house? Why are you worrying about the inventory if you're not even ready to take advantage of the inventory? Even if it was a great inventory, you're not ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Now you're walking around with 2 loaded guns. Okay, you can't shoot nothing. That's okay. But I bet you as soon as something pops up, you're going to be able to hit it. Because you prepare yourself.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Yo, you know somebody gonna take that sound bite and they're gonna say, yo, Jose was on the radio talking about shooting people.
Man, look, I'm telling you, I'm going to take the sound bite where you're talking about preaching the gospel. Man.
Yo, I'm just saying, you see, and I'm trying, Jose, stay focused, talk about Linda Vista. But I just get hyped because I just want to talk about my life.
Yeah.
This thing changed my trajectory. Look, my son is behind you. He's my video kid.
Yes.
I'm just saying. If I didn't take a risk, he'd be in Purdue with me. Once again, ain't nothing wrong with that. But this is what I deeply wanted, and I took the risk.
Jose Quinones, Linda Vista Real Estate. Again, people want to get up with Linda Vista. How can they do that?
302-313-1600. 302-313-1600. If you want to get up with me, I got a bunch of hungry experts.
Yes.
Franny Expressa, right? You guys know her. She's like a local legend around here. Reina Guermela. I got so many individuals running with the tribe that this is what we've been doing for the past decade. This is what we've been doing for the past decade in our own freaking language, which is what you hear right now, talking to you from the heart. I know what the heck I'm saying, and if I don't know, I know someone that does. I've surrounded myself with incredible individuals. We got Craig Alamán, a phenomenal attorney, real estate attorney at that, local mogul, that this is what we do. I'll say it again. Outside of investing in yourself, in your family, real estate is the next best thing. It changes lives. And it's never too late. People say, yeah, Jose, but I've heard your story. When you first started, you was buying houses $9,000. Yeah, it's okay. I got lucky. But the strategy is still the same.
Yeah, but you know what I'm thinking, though? Like back then, when you were buying them at that cheap price or whatever, like everything else has gone up.
That's right.
So it's almost like it's the same. Back then, it wasn't. You weren't saying, "Oh, that's cheap. I'm not lucky." Back then, you weren't saying that.
Heck no. Yo, I tell you,
it was still a struggle back then because it was the prices, the market.
I tell you this: what kind of a living I was making? If I work on commission, what do you think the commission on $9,000 was? You know what I'm saying? After working with a family 3, 4, 5 months, I'm coming home with an $800 check. That I got to give part of that to my broker. And then I'm self-employed, so I pay my own taxes. What am I, I'm just saying. Yeah. So everything I've earned this, right? But I always say, I ran like a bat. My name was 7-Eleven. I left my house at 7, didn't come back to 11. You know what I mean? Like I was out there. My office was with McDonald's here in Georgetown, meeting with families. Anybody that wanted to meet and go see a house, let's go. Now I have a process, and that's why I'm here. I'm not talking about let's go see a house. I'm talking about let's sit down with a lender that I've known for over 20 years that has the same mentality. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk with you, but you got to do your part. And what part is this? Just show up. Call us first so I can tell you what you need to bring. And then in that meeting, I say about 45 minutes because we're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about expectations, what you want, then get to the nitty gritty. Then you walk out of there with an actual freaking plan.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it. The workshop's August 17th. Do people need to RSVP?
Yes, because the workshop there. So at first we have every 45 minutes, we're going to have one-on-one. So when you show up, if you want to meet with the lender that day, call us now so we can give you an appointment.
Schedule.
But then at 4:00, there's a workshop.
Okay.
Where anybody can just show up. You don't got to bring nothing but yourself to listen to experts. But if you say, nah, Jose, I want to meet with you and that lender, one-on-one, mano, so we can go over my stuff, call me now. Call me now. You know, like as soon as give me to about 9 o'clock. So I leave the radio station, hit us up, say, yo, I want to talk to Jose, and I'll set you up. And now, once again, what's unique about us is a tribe. Lindo Vista is a tribe. So you'll talk to me, but you will wind up working with one of our partner agents. We are all the same. And remember this, at the end of the day, I'm responsible. So you're still dealing with me. So just give us a call.
Jose Quinones, Linda Vista Real Estate. Thank you so much for coming in, my man. We
you.
appreciate it.
Brother, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. 9:07. It's the Bill and Jessica Show. We'll continue.